Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. This one I guess could be considered a food for thought, but this is really me just answering a question that was commented on one of my previous readings. It was the Pisces reading, which is doing very well, so go check that out if you're a Pisces or if you want to cross watch a Pisces stuff. So basically the person asked, do I consider spells and affirmations to be the same thing? And what's my opinion on all of that. So I'm going to give a brief, answer and explanation. So basically what I believe when it comes to all of that, there's levels to everything. But at the stage that I am currently on my life, spiritual journey, whatever you want to call it, this is all just one big life. But anyways, so basically what I believe, spells are just affirmations with extra elements added. Another way I can say this, affirmations are spells. When you think about the word spells, it's like that's what you do with words. You create a word by spelling it out, right? So whenever you have a word, or if someone is preaching a word, it's really just an affirmation. Now, the way that this works, whatever you speak will become what's happening, okay? It just depends on how you use it, how powerful your incantations are, yada yada. So even when you're singing a song, you technically are being put under a spell because you were in that vibration, you were repeating someone else's thoughts or their words, same thing, and you're communicating something, and that can turn to so many other things, okay? So that's just to say not all spells are bad, okay? Because I don't know who the fuck, I don't know, I guess because some people fall under spells, meaning that they follow someone else's words and thoughts, that's evil, because it's just demonic really, but that's a whole other thing, okay? But you can't get lost in what words mean or what vibrations we attach to words, because when you break it down, words ain't shit anyways, okay? The tongue is what matters, not the word itself. So yeah, whenever you are creating an affirmation or you're telling yourself a ray of lines or whatever the case may be, whenever you're telling yourself something over and over, that is a spell. You're putting yourself under a spell. That's why they work, okay? It's basically you creating a certain vibration for yourself to vibrate on long enough to see something change or see something happen that you've been wanting, aka manifesting. So when you switch it to spells, that's just a deeper form of that. So just like, when you see witches on the movies and stuff, they have all of these different things. They're like, I need the foot of this. I need the hair of this. I need the tongue of this. It's really not those physical things. Well, sometimes it could be depending on, what age we're talking about. But it's really representation of different elements that they're using. And you're cooking. Cooking is also a form of witchcraft. Okay? So anyways, when they're doing all of that, especially when they say things like, I need the tongue of this or the hair of this, these are representations of the air, water, earth, and fire element. The fire is what fuels it. The fire is what keeps it burning. The fire is what's gonna, how fire can change up elements. It can melt something. You know what I'm saying? It transforms what you're trying to create. So the fire is at the very bottom of it all. It's the heat. It's what's gonna get everything mixed together. So the fire is your intention. Whenever we're talking about the water, because you need a water base of anything to cook it, right? If it's a soup or something like that, you need that to kind of make the temperature rise. So that's your emotion behind it, okay? And then everything else that's added, that's earth, right? Because it's anything physical, anything dense, 3D. You add all of that in there. So that makes it to where it's going to become more materialized or physical in this realm. And then the air element is just you speaking, which is the spell. That's the spell that you're saying. When they have like all the rhyming or the Latin words or whatever, that's the air elements. That's all it is, you guys. I promise you. It's just speaking. So that's what a spell is. It's just with extra elements, which is why they say it's more powerful or more dangerous, because you're actually adding things to make it realistic. Now, an affirmation is just your words and your thoughts, okay? You do have some intention behind it, especially if you're doing things like working out with it or whatever like that. But that's why it's affirmations work, and people are not afraid of those because you're just speaking, but you're still doing witchcraft. It's all the same shit, I promise you. Now, you have to get out of the mindset that being a witch is bad, because witch is not like, when I tell you, when you really go back to the origins of everything, you will see everything is basically nothing. And the power that people add on to stuff, that's what makes it something. So the people that are like, oh, I don't believe in witchcraft, or I don't believe in spells, you do that shit every day, okay? You're under a spell if you have a routine where you go work for somebody else, okay? So it's really the same thing, you guys. Spells, affirmations are the same thing. They're very closely related. Obviously, nothing is one of the same, but they are definitely cousins of the same family, okay? So, yeah, that's the answer to that. I don't know if I got passionate, you know. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions on this topic or just any other questions where you would like to know my perspective on it. Yeah, and that's the end of this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.